In this video, what we're going to continue doing is working with our design file that we started with our spelling and grammar. And in this particular portion of the video, what we're going to cover is how to edit our text here. And so what we're going to start with is dealing with find and replace. Let's say that you have a situation where you want to find a particular word. For example, in the first paragraph here, you have PFI, and that's an abbreviation for Pemberley Furniture and Interiors. And I want to find every instance of that, and I want to replace it with the full version that you see here. So what we're going to do, if you're not on your home panel, go back to that. Notice over here on the far right, you have your Find Replace panel. And what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the Replace button. That's going to bring up the dialog box that you see here. Now, what we're going to find is PFI. So I'm going to type that in up here. Now, notice down here on the bottom left-hand corner, we have the More button. I'm going to click that. This gives us additional options that you may need to use when you're working with Find and Replace. And one of those is Match Case. And we're looking for PFI in uppercase as an abbreviation, so I want to match that. And so it will force the computer to look for PFI only in uppercase. We're going to replace that with the actual company name. So I'm going to type that down here in the bottom, P-E-M-B-E, Pemberley. Oops. Furniture and Interiors. Okay. Okay, once you have typed that in, now what we have some options to do here. We could hit Replace All. I don't recommend that you use this because that's going to go through the entire document and replace every occurrence. In some cases, you know that that's the way you want it to be. That's cool, but a lot of times it may pick up stuff and you may inadvertently change something. So what I prefer to do is I like to hit my Find Next. Notice it shows you in the document behind the scenes where it is. If that's one you want to hit Replace on, hit your Replace button. It's going to then jump to the next one. And you'll continue this process until you get Word has finished searching the document. Click OK. You may occasionally see Word has reached the end of the document. Would you like to continue? And what that's doing is it starts from wherever your cursor is and searches to the bottom. And that's asking, would you like to go back to the beginning of the document and finish searching? So if you see that option, would you like it to continue? Choose yes. And so in this case, ours found everything, so we're going to click OK. And we can now close out our Find and Replace box. Now, what we're going to work with here is moving text. Now notice the first thing we need to take care of here is we need to select our text. A lot of people typically will click and drag to highlight, and there's actually some easier ways to do that. Notice that I'm moving my cursor out to the left. Notice that it changes when I do that from an I-beam to a white arrow. If I click one time, it's going to select one whole line. So for example, one whole line. If I double click, it's going to take the whole paragraph. If I triple click, it's going to select all, the entire document all the way to the bottom. I want to reorder these 4 items here. For example, I want was the furniture made of wood or metal to be the first item listed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it. I'm going to click in the highlighted area. Notice as I'm moving it, I have a little cursor following me. I'm going to put it where I want it to go, and I'm going to let go. And notice that it moved the document for me. So once again, if I wanted to move was the room cluttered or spare to the beginning, I can click and drag, and it will take care of that for you. Now, if you want to delete something, the same thing holds true. If I double click on one word, it will highlight the entire word. So what I want you to do is highlight the word especially, and I'm going to hit the delete key on my keyboard, and that's how I'm going to delete some text there that I need to take care of.